Hi Virgos, I'm Sunny. This is a collective message. I appreciate y'all stopping by. Those who subscribe, an extra thank you because I appreciate y'all so much for helping my channel grow. And of course, you know better than me if this message is for you. How it comes out is just from the way it's easier for me to express the message. But of course, from your perspective, you know where to put everybody. Alrighty, so beautiful Virgos. This is for April. This is for April 11th to the 20th. Okay, some of you was losing some sleep because that jumped out the deck. And some heavy thoughts that was interrupting your peace and just giving you some, maybe for some of you, nightmares. For some, unfortunately. But let's see. What's going on with our beautiful Virgos? All right. So first and foremost, it's a lot of fire. It could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It could be in your birth chart as well. But as much as you love someone, you just see that that is not in your best interest. The major arcana that came out was you, the Hermit, in reverse. Because you're stepping out. Spring is a beautiful season. You're stepping in. Yeah. You come to terms that this person here is deceptive, stressful, and a headache. It feels like our love language is super different. And even with them, it feels like an intent to confuse you, an intent to keep you stuck, so keep you accessible to them, for some of you. The major arcana that came out was definitely you. It could be an air sign. Either way, you refuse to be juggled and compromised with someone who don't have integrity. You had a lot of love for them, but you say, what's the point if they wasn't giving it to the connection? Very protective on what you deserve. You're moving according to what they showed you. Because as far as your ships coming in with a connection, it's not this person. Because you already look at them as being incapable. Like they wouldn't know a beautiful opportunity if they had it. They don't take it seriously. Yeah. At one point, you wanted closure or reconciliation, but not at this point. You know what you deserve, and you know who's supposed to be for you will move accordingly. Libra, Taurus, more Virgo energy. Scorpio, Aries. It shows that someone here is a tower moment. A tower moment is that, yes, someone is going to return. The person who was deceptive, immature, insecure, they're reaping the consequences of their actions. So when they return, it just feels like for some of you, the more you see things about them, the more you are sure that you don't want no parts of them. And especially when you communicate with them that they're stuck in their ways, saying the same things that they did before. Someone you're not speaking to want to return. Someone that you're not taking action with, they want to return. One thing for sure is you letting it be known. If they come in with the same energy they did before, they're wasting their time. Aries and Taurus is here. Aquarius, Capricorn, Leo, Scorpio. Things are turning in your favor. You feel better off on your own because, again, you don't claim to be perfect, and you also know you've been as transparent as you could in a connection, even with flaws and all. You was trying to make it work with someone because you've seen their flaws and you wasn't judging them. However, you see that you're holding on to the things you need because even working with a particular person, before you were ready has been more stressful. Been more stressful than necessary. Sagittarius, Taurus is here. Everybody's really here. I'm just saying the signs as far as the major arcana. Let's see what the advice and outcome is. It looked like they're returning, but it just looked too that you know that when this person do, they're not changing anything they did before, and you definitely changed major things. Let's see advice and outcome for Virgos. April 11th to the 25th. Beautiful Virgos. Which one we need to see for Virgos, please? I also have another channel if you're interested with a playlist there. Feel free, because it's free if you're interested. You gave to this connection, even when they breadcrumbed and even when everything is telling you to let them go. And finally, after everything, you decided to look at your options honestly. And they're resisting that too. They didn't want that to be the case, even though they wasn't doing the things that you deserve. It just feels like this person is not ready to let go. Without the intent to make things any different. And this is why some of you feel it's best to just leave it alone, because you're well aware of how this person moves. You realize they're not capable of nurturing any connection at this time. For whatever reasons, for different people, but you already see. You put a lot in this connection and make that assessment about this person. You realize they're manipulative, self-serving, and it just feels like from now on you're unobtainable. You don't want to repeat the past from what he did. And even the options that they chose was so uncomparable. And this is why they always return, or even if they thought they wasn't going to return because they thought they would benefit from having an advantage with this particular connection. But they started to see that the advantage they wanted wasn't winning. To the point where they were seeing the benefits. They felt like they was, someone felt like they was better off making it work with you instead of the choice they made. And it just feels very self-serving, even with the intent to return. It's a major change happening. It just feels like for some of you, you're not interested in them anymore. See Scorpio here. Taurus too. Whether they change or want it to end, it looks like it's no longer your concern. Sagittarius, you gave it time. Aquarius. And it's just the more time you gave, the more you've seen it's not something that you want to redo. Libra's here. What they did, leaving you out in the cold, for some of you is unforgivable. Some of you is a new connection here, but for some of you, you refuse to reconcile. You want new. You want new. Because you feel like your person would never have did this. Now, yet and still, they're coming into return. Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio. And it shows that it was a lot of sleepless nights you had, but now it's their problem. The reality kicked in that what they didn't give into their connection is the consequences of their actions now. They don't like it, but it's what it is. Cancer is here. Yeah, the fact that someone didn't nurture this connection, it just don't feel like it's a chance to do that again. There's a definite change and a perspective on what somebody chooses to invest in going further. And when it just looks like when somebody go back and forth on whether or not they want to do this again, it's like a heck no. It feels like you don't trust this person at all. Cancer, Pisces. It's the moon. You're using your discernment. You realize they left you hanging. So when they communicate, you don't see the point. You don't see the point. And you knew this day was coming. This would upset you so much because it feels like you was trying to avoid this point. You tried to let them know how much you was invested. Now that you're done, I don't think there's anything to convince you to change your mind. Okay, we have a Tower. Scorpio, Aries. Oh, you got a passionate new plan. So there's nothing this person could do is going to convince you to deal with them again. Not only they disappointed you and hurted you and you've seen things about them that's still confusing and you don't trust. You don't even trust what influences them, what motivates them, because again, you try what you can. And at one point you believe that y'all had a future until it just shows they did something so horrible. Things wasn't going in your favor with the best intentions. So this is why, since there's no communication between you two, you're taking this opportunity to do what's best. Because you realize when they resurface, you have to be prepared to shut it down. I keep seeing this Pisces energy here. Sagittarius, Taurus, Leo. Pisces keeps showing up again. So some of you wasn't listening to the signs, your intuition, the red flags that say, get as far away from this person because they're not ready. Even if you knew as an imperfect person who tried to do their best to give this a try, because you wasn't trying to count them out. But when you started to see that they didn't believe in themselves the way you seen them, it just felt like, OMG, they was giving in to the BS. To the point, it was like a woe is me energy. And it felt like it was rubbing off a little bit. Yeah, you're letting go of that. You don't want no parts of anything that move like this person. You've seen enough. You're in your manifestation. And it's like it's best that y'all don't communicate. You don't even want them to say anything to throw you off your path. Because it's still an influence of this person. As confusing as they are, it's genuine, your feelings for them. Okay, brand new. Brand new. Because you want nothing to do with the toxicity anymore. You're motivated to something new, more determined. And it's like this person had too many issues for you to get comfortable with. That's why you're letting go. Okay. All signs are here. I'm being nosy. But it definitely looks as if you make an executive decision. Because you're prepared that even though you still care for them, when they communicate, you definitely know you don't feel comfortable with them going forward. Alrighties. So that's what I see, beautiful Virgos. I hope this message was helpful. Much love and light.